Mungershake here with a new video featuring the Panther II. This time I am top tier on the Ruinberg map, and this showcases basically not only what the Panther II, but what any top tier medium should do on this map, which is to get yourself up front, and while playing smart, because you are still a medium, you're not a heavy, you do need to be, the driving force of your team. Now, of course, everybody likes to try to charge for the middle. There is always at least one or two from each side. And this time, of course, it's bottom tier and mid tier vehicles. But I am not going for the middle. I find myself to end up in that situation. You end up with one of two things. Either you end up pinned there, or you end up being able to shoot a ton of tanks, but the former is far, far more common than the latter. You end up most of the time just being pinned there. So I do like to go and work the eastern flank. And if you're smart about it, there's lots of opportunity to get shots on unsuspecting enemies, such as a random KB2 driving through the open. He's not expecting me to be here, and my rate of fire and accuracy is far above and beyond anything he's going to be able to muster. So I can pop out and shoot, and I basically have scored 3 shots worth of free damage. Because I had very, very little vulnerability there against the KV-2. Now, if a tank destroyer was in the back corner, he might have gotten 1 shot on me. But I didn't hear any, because the building there I was mostly covered by. And if you hear shots, a lot of times it's wise to count and keep track of how many shots that you hear going by you. Even if they miss, it's a way to tell how many enemies might be unspotted. If you hear 2 or 3 hits against a building that you're side scraping near, well, you know for a fact that you've got multiple enemies that are back there. For me, at least, in this case, the enemies are right in front of me, and they're middle and bottom tier tanks. Outside, of course, for the Progetto, who is a very dangerous opponent. But the E25 rushing forward, getting tracked, not a whole lot of risk there for me. The buggy is a good tank, in my opinion, but it's not a match for a Panther II. The only concern for me is that Progetto. And suddenly another E25. And now multiple enemy tanks, including something that's very deadly but not looking the right direction. And I honestly don't know what this E25 expected to come out of this engagement. I have support. Off to my left, if you look to the north, I do have support, the IS-2S. And I have a building to provide me with some cover. So the Progetto also made the same mistake. He's driving out into enemy fire, and I get to finish him because of it. And that's why, even though the IS-2S, it's an odd position for him to be in, but I'm not going to complain. He's helping this flank, and he wasn't needed in the city. So his alpha damage is very punishing against the tanks that are out here. And that's probably what he was thinking, because he's decently mobile for a heavy. And out here, I mean, he did help. And this is just mop-up duty already. This is one of the quick battles. We haven't even hit the 4-minute mark for the battle yet. I already have what would be close to an ace. And this was one of the battles leading up to the 3rd mark for me. And you're getting to see the rate of fire and the accuracy and the penetration of the Panther II, which those are the hallmark traits of the vehicle. The gun itself, the accuracy, the penetration with 226 AP pen, and the consistency of this gun. This is the 88L100. And as I finish off the last enemy, you get to see I didn't have to fire a single bit of premium. Of course, this is a top tier battle. It did result in an ace, with me having over 3,700 damage and 5 kills. You would hope that would be an ace. But just a solid showing of the Panther II and basically what a top tier medium should be doing, and that is dealing the damage, leading the charge. But hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.